What I have to say is that if they really have the mind to help refugee, I think they should do it. And also God will bless them too.
I think when it comes to helping people in need, and particularly in the refugee community, you can't help everybody. And so God put Meschack upon our hearts, and we decided we would go all in to help this one young man, and then it grew to eventually becoming a family.
This is a story of Meschack and Tina, and also of Bob and Sue. It's a story of a brave young man and woman with difficult journeys, and a couple who followed God's lead in loving their neighbor. It's a story of how a community sponsorship model for refugee resettlement can look and better care for people who are seeking refuge in Italy.
And as he shared with us his story that he, as a Christian, left Nigeria because his father had been involved in a cult and had put a blood covenant on him as the oldest son that he was supposed to take his father's place when his father died. And when his father died, he was about 17 years old, and these men from the cult came to claim him. And he said, I'm a Christian. I'm not going to be a part of this. And they said, no, you must.
To escape, Meschack embarked on a perilous journey through Niger and Libya, facing extreme conditions in the Sahara Desert and witnessing violence along the way. Eventually, with the help of a man in Libya, Meschack made a dangerous 24-hour boat crossing to Lampedusa, Italy, where he was rescued. It was just the beginning of another journey of resettlement.
When I met Bob, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want because I was thinking he's just he's the same with Italians. Maybe he's gonna resist me. After hearing my story, just want to make jokes of me. I was saying, then Bob said, okay, let me just invite you to church and say, I went to church and I see the difference. I said, let me give this one a try. If he's really the person who he claims he is. And we started talking, preaching God's word. My church, Christian brothers, they really sheltered me. They didn't discriminate me. They didn't resist me. They took me as one of them.
The church embraced Meschack into their community. Through their gift of time, Bob and Sue's relationship with Meschack grew. As they broke down barriers, they experienced the hardships but also the joys of doing life with people who have a different story and path than their own. After some time, Meschack met Tina, a refugee who was also resettling in Italy. They began dating and soon after started a family and were married in Bob and Sue's church. Tina and Meschack now have 3 boys, and Bob and Sue have had the joy and privilege of being with Meschack and Tina every step of their journey, supporting their family as their needs changed and family grew. From offering Meschack painting jobs at the church to help him gain experience, to taking their kids to doctor appointments and navigating the school system, Tina and Meschack have adopted Bob and Sue as their family, and most importantly, their kids' grandparents.
In sponsoring this family, we have resources that they don't have, and so Lord puts it upon our hearts to help them out in a lot of practical ways.
Yeah, God brought them to us. And so we've just been taking it one step at a time through all the surprises, through all the unknowns, through all the hard stuff, through all the incredible challenges. Both of them, both Tina and Meschack, will say, well, by the grace of God, this will happen. And by God's grace, we'll be able to pay that bill, or we'll get a job, and so they've been a gift to us.
How Bob, Sue, and their church came alongside Meschack and Tina is a better, more holistic model for refugee resettlement. The reality in Italy is that there are very few legal pathways for resettlement, and even then, finding the amount of support needed to resettle well is difficult. According to Meschack, some of the most important things the church can do for refugees is to provide shelter, job opportunities, and refugee status assistance programs, providing general resources to guide refugees into the culture and society and systems of their new home, will better set them up for success.
We are supporting churches who can sponsor refugees. It's a great opportunity. Like helping one refugee, you have solved a million of problems in the society. Helping two refugees, you have helped 2 million problems in the society. Because the refugee that you help today is not going back to the streets.
Our partners at Mediterranean Hope in Italy are dedicated to creating safe and legal pathways for more individuals like Meschack and Tina, specifically through community sponsorships like Bob, Sue, and their church community have provided for them. This new model for refugee resettlement in Italy will enhance the integration of migrants into their new home country and will foster positive relationships between refugees and host communities.
So I just want to say thank you to Bob and Susan for God to use them to bless us. I'm grateful to them.
Your support of this work will directly impact the lives of refugees by helping community sponsors cover essential resettlement costs, ensuring refugees arriving in Italy receive the care and welcome they need to thrive in their new homes.
These are people that God brings into your life and that God is working in, God is moving for various reasons. Most of the time is for quite hardship reasons and sad stories. And yet God is delivering them. God is involved in redeeming their past, their current, and when you're part of that story, it's pretty exciting and very unpredictable. You want to be part of that adventure of being part of the unpredictable. Get involved in what God is doing with refugees.
When you support the Refugee Empowerment Fund, you help write the next chapter in a refugee family's story. Learn more and give today